Over the last couple of years, you've been observing the SBA and now part of the SBA. How has the SBA changed over the last couple of years?
Well, I think the biggest change, it might have been longer than a couple of years ago, but I think everybody, the perception in a lot of areas is that the SBA makes loans to small business. And at one point, the SBA did make loans to small business, and we had a whole structure in the field here in Illinois to support those activities. That has changed. Now we partner with commercial lenders to provide access to capital through loan guarantees. So that's changed the field organization, the Illinois district, and what our responsibilities are and what our activities are. So we're much more of a outreach and marketing organization. So our goal is to make sure that small business people that are pre-venture, running their small business, understand what resources are available to them to support their small business, whether it's access to capital, whether it's government contracting, whether it's things like exporting or Affordable Care Act. All these things we try to educate the small business community so they understand what's available.
How does this SBA loan program work, and what is the role of the SBA?
So the way the loan programs work is that the SBA provides a guarantee to commercial lenders so that they can, it reduces the risk profile for the lender so that they can lend to small businesses. So what we do in the district office is we work with commercial lenders throughout the greater Chicagoland, throughout the state, to educate them on the programs that are available, work with them to identify how that might fit into their risk profile, and make sure they're comfortable with those programs so that if they have customers come in that may not meet their loan criteria, that maybe through the SBA programs they can meet those criteria.
So go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
So what it does is the intent is to open up a broader range of options to the small business borrower and make it more, increase the appetite for commercial lenders to provide that capital.
So let's just kind of go back here because I think it's important to talk about. So if I'm a small business and I want an SBA loan, where do I go?
Well, you can go to a commercial lender, and you can go to the SBA website, sba.gov, and you can identify who those commercial lenders are. Another step you could take, though, is you could go to SCORE or the SBDC network, and they can walk you through the process for getting a loan, how to fill out the paperwork, how to put together a business plan that's going to support your request for capital, and then, hopefully walking down that path, that will provide the opportunity for the capital you need to either start or grow your business.
So the quick summary here is that if you want an SBA loan, you really need to go to your lender, who's typically a bank for most people.
Right.
There are some other lending institutions, but you basically go to your bank and say to your bank, you want a loan. And what the SBA is doing is they're actually supporting that bank in a certain way so that the bank can take a little bit of that risk that they may not normally take.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
The other thing that the SBA does from a loan point of view is by supporting this, they really give the bank potentially to give you a loan at maybe a slightly lower interest rate.
That varies. The loans, so we have two different programs, the 7A loan program and the 504 loan program.
Okay.
Typically they're set, the rates will be maxed out at prime plus I think 2%.
Okay.
So it does control what rates they will charge.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that it's necessarily going to be lower than what the rates the bank would typically offer any other lender.
Okay.
But they are controlled to a certain degree based on the prime.